Hey YouTube, Terry with Jokernights Gaming, here to go over Gilded, the possible alternative to Discord. Is it better than Discord? I guess we'll find out. Stay tuned. Alright YouTube, so I just downloaded Gilded, started to play with it, so don't mind the kind of like messed up. I've been messing with the settings as of today. I just want to kind of go through it kind of fairly quickly. Just kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. Obviously, you can see it looks very, very similar to Discord. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in through settings, just kind of give you an overview of the settings here. So you have your overview, which is going to be your basic setup, avatar, banner, your description, what server type you want, along with any mentions for your default. Roles is going to be the same, except it does have some new ones. So if you actually set your roles over here, you're going to also have a ton more options than what Discord actually gives you. So if you look here, you're going to have all these that you're allowed to do: manage roles, invite members, manage groups. I won't go through every single thing. Most of them are essentially the same. View applications is fairly new. I'll explain that here in a minute. And then we have announcement permissions. Any announcements that you make, you can give them that role as well, or that activity. Read messages, those are your basics. Calendar permissions, this one does have calendar events. You can create events, RSVPs and so forth. Forums, you can make forums in this one. View documents, create documents. Media, voice options, whisper, be able to whisper directly to specific users. This is also new right here, competitive permissions, so you can create scrims for matchmaking, tournaments, register for tournaments, anything in that nature. And then different permissions here: view brackets, report scores, permissions here, join voice, allow them to add streams and so forth. Now the bots section, like I said, I'll go through this very quickly. This isn't really an instructional. I just wanted to kind of see if it was going to be a better alternative to Discord. So the Howdy bot, the Twitch bot, and the XP bot are default in here, and you do have your options here on what you want the bot to do, so you can actually customize it. So if you are unfollowed or subscribed, followed, anything like that, you can track all of that, have it go into a specific room. So when I go online or I go live, go edit here, send a custom message, and then you can edit to what channel you want it to go to. So very similar. And then with content, what user, how you want. Obviously everything has their own individual commands. The cool thing that I like about this one though is you can create your own bot. So if you come up here, type in your bot name, you can add your own flow. So what triggers the event? So you can come in here and say, when a member joins any means or with an application, and then you can have it assign a role automatically. So kind of like what other bots do, such as like Me6 and so forth. You can also have other triggers here. So you have your calendar. If a calendar is triggered, you can have it do something specific. Forums, list, docs, media, announcements. There's a lot of different options in the bots where you can create your own bot. They do have an option as well now that you can actually code your own bot if you want to apply for early access right here. Groups, we'll get into that in a second, but you can create different groups. The groups is new. It's kind of cool, and it puts it on the left so it doesn't actually take up a lot of your chat space or a lot of your rooms and so forth that Discord does. So if we create a group, and we're going to go to game, let's say Minecraft, you can actually send a specific or give a specific role for this room for the Minecraft group. Like if you have a Minecraft server or anything like that, you can create your own group that way. And then I'm going to go ahead and show that once I get out of the settings here. Emotes, obviously you can add your own emotes for in the chat rooms. Different notifications on how you want to be notified in your room, new content, mentions, or nothing. Integrations, does have a lot of integrations from Discord. One of the cool things that I found out, because I started typing every single room individually, and then I found this here. So you can actually import it directly from Discord. It will not bring your messages or your members or anything like that over. All it does is your channels, categories, and roles. And then you can actually add Twitch into it as well. So there's some new integration. Gilded is fairly new, so I'm sure that these are going to get advanced when it moves forward here. Different widgets you can make, has your standard webhooks, and then you can also do rewards here. So you have your what reward and what experience that they have. You can then assign them a specific role. So if you want to, top chatter or something like that, you can make that role, and then when they get a certain level, they'll be given that role automatically. Subscriptions look similar to Twitch. So you have your tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. They call it the copper tier, the silver tier, and the gold tier. Obviously you have to sign up for Stripe, but you can actually have different subscribers, how much money you've made, and so forth if people subscribe to your tiers, and then you can give them obviously different roles or different permissions or whatever you choose that you want them to have for a $5, $10, $20 tier, however you want within Gilded itself. And then of course invites, any bans. Obviously I don't have any of those. All right, so the basic overlook of it, as you can see, these are all my rooms that I have in Discord. So they were just imported over, and then of course I have to go into each one and go through the permissions, add the permissions. Essentially this part is the same. You can sync it with the categories just like you can in Discord. And then you can add a keybind to whisper someone, and then your voice settings, which is kind of cool. You can set your region, where the ping is, and then your voice bit rate to sound better for that. And then if you look in here, so I did have a rules in general, but I found that there's an overview section that you can pretty much post your announcements and everything here. This automatically comes with it, these sections do. You'll have your members, and then where you can add different roles here. If you go over here, you can actually kick them or ban them. And then applications. So applications, I guess it's kind of like what another bot could do, but you can go to edit applications here. And the nice thing is, if you have a certain game or something that you want, let's say you're having a Fortnite match, or you want people to play Among Us, but you want quality people to come in, or you don't want a lot of trolls, you can actually come in here, go to Among Us, tell them what the server is about, and then you can create questions that they have to answer. And then what happens with that is you can have short answer, long answer, multiple choice, checkbox, or single select, and then you can make it optional or not. So what happens is when you send these invites, when you share the link for those, these are my daughters, so they just put some funny things here, but this is what the application looks like when it comes to a moderator or an admin. these were just a couple of questions I threw in there real quick. And then you can review it before you accept them into your server. And you can do an application for the whole server, or you can do an application per game as well. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then you have your audit log, everything that's happened, and then subscriptions as well. And you can copy that, set subscriptions up. Now, one of the other things here, this is what I was talking about here that was kind of cool. You can actually add your own groups over here, which would allow you to have a specific game. They do have quite a bit on the left-hand side here that you can create a group, and those groups are their own rooms. So if I come into the Among Us group, you can create a whole nother basically server just for that game. That way it doesn't cloud up your main sections here. So this part here, I really like this option, and it looks kind of clean, a little bit cleaner. Not saying I'm going to switch over right away because Guilded is fairly new, but it is something that I'd like to have as a backup option. I'll be playing with it probably over the next week or so to kind of make a determination. So it also has like the Twitch bot that can say that I stopped streaming, I started streaming, or anything. And like I said before, with the bot, you can actually have it do whatever you want it to do, and create your own bot on the fly. So I don't believe it has any integration yet for other bots, for support like Me6 or any of those. Not 100% sure yet. But again, if you look at it, the design, everything looks really close to Discord, so it wouldn't be a huge changeover, I guess, except for this. This is what really caught my eye right here, especially if you're a gamer. You can have several different game groups over here, and then you can also, if you go into these groups here, you can actually set the membership level too. So if I only wanted VIPs to get in here, I can also select another one. Let's say Kinda Sus. I can actually select that, or specific users, and then restrict. I can also restrict. If enabled, members without the VIP role must be granted access to view the group. So they won't even be able to view it. So it's essentially the same thing. I mean, you can hide groups in that in Discord as well, but it separates it from your main area here. So from what I found out, like I said, I just downloaded it, so it's fairly new to me. Would I say right now that it's a better alternative to Discord? I think it has a lot of potential. Again, I'm not ready to jump ship because Discord is the big player in the game right now. But Guilded definitely did do quite a bit of enhancements, I would say, and it does have a couple of cooler features. So we will have to stay tuned just to kind of see where this goes. But for now, I would at least recommend to possibly download it, play around with it. Obviously keep your Discord as your main, and then just kind of give it a try. And I'll throw the links down in the bottom on how to get Guilded. Let me know down in the comments below if you have downloaded Guilded. Have you played with Guilded? Do you like it better than Discord? Is it something you're thinking about? I'd love to know your thoughts on it if you've attempted or played around with it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And also, I do stream on Twitch. I do not currently have a schedule right now, but please follow me at twitch.tv/Jokernights to know when I go live. And I'd love to see you in the room. Have a great day and enjoy.